All right, so now we're at the exciting part, right? We're ready to make our sketch or our models. Now, every model or every 3D model starts out first as a 2D sketch, right? Just like you're drawing with a pencil or paper, we do our brainstorming sketches. It always starts out as a 2D sketch or drawing. So this is the same case, right? So first we have to make a sketch or our 2D drawing to start out. So to do that, we first have to select our workspace or a work plane that we're going to use, or the surface that we're going to use to work from. So what I like to do is I like to use the top view. So it's kind of like the bird's eye view down on my model. So that's the favorite one I like to use. It's up to you on which one you like to use, but I recommend using the top view. So all you have to do to use a top view or any of these work planes is just click on it and it'll highlight this goldish yellow color. And then what you're going to do after you click on it is either right click and click new sketch to create a sketch on that work plane so it snaps there. Or what you could do, what I usually do is click sketch in the upper left hand corner over here. So either way works. So I'm just going to click up there. And then what I want to do is right now we could see all the other views, which can kind of be confusing, right? We just want to be able to see that top view where the sketch one is. So what I'm going to do is to go to our view cube and click on top view, and it'll snap us right to that view right there. All right, so now we are in sketch mode. As you can see here, now we have some sketching tools instead of 3D tools. So first, right here it says sketch one. So we're going to change the name of this because we're going to have tons of different sketches that we're working on. So we want to just stay organized, right? And it'll be easier to find our different parts of our model later. So I'm just going to name this base right now. Then you can just click the green check mark. All right. So now I'm in the base section right here. I double click to go back in it, right? And we now see that the sketch changed from sketch one, right, to base. Right, so now what we're going to do is I'm just going to grab a tool. All right, there's tons of tools for you to choose from to use to draw. So you can see here there's just, a simple line tool where you could just keep clicking and make your own fun shape however you want to. Also, what you can do is you can either click on like maybe a rectangle if you know that's the type of shape that you want. They have circles. They have all fun different tools for you to use to create a shape that you're dreaming of. Now let's just say, you don't want these shapes. All you have to do to delete them is click on the trim tool, which is this pair of scissors, and just click on all of the lines or all of the squares or shapes that you made, and they'll highlight yellow like you just saw, and you'll be able to delete them. So now let's just say you saw there I went to a different tool. Now I was just clicking on the different tools, but sometimes you have to click the escape button on your keyboard to get out of the tool you're in right now. So you can see that my cursor right now, it's not an arrow, right, like we usually see. It's kind of like this little plus sign. So to get out of this tool, all you have to do is click escape on your keyboard and it'll bring you back to your regular mouse. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to just bring out a circle here, and this circle actually you can put anywhere you want, but it snaps right to the middle, so I'm going to do that. Now when we're looking at this circle, you can see right now it's blue, right? And as I move the circle in and out, you can see the numbers on the bottom right quadrant there kind of get smaller and bigger as I go in and out. Now by default, Onshape shows you inches, right? So that is the diameter of the circle in inches right now. Now let's just say you need an exact number, right? We're not estimating, you know the dimension that your circle needs to be. So all you have to do is just click and you'll see that a box pops up. right? So you're going to type whatever dimension you want into that box. But right now I don't have a specific dimension that I want to do for that box, so you're just going to leave it. So what you could also do once you have your shape is you could draw other shapes on the shape. Again, if you mess up, you either click the undo tool, you could delete it, and just go right back to where you're starting. So it's kind of cool because Onshape kind of like snaps to the different size of your shapes, so it's like a lot easier for you. You could also delete, like right here, if I want to delete this part of my shape, I can, right, to create other shapes. So you kind of see mine kind of looks like a little Pac-Man guy, so I'm going to add a circle over here for the eye. And there you go. Now let's just say, I don't really like where that eye is placed, right? You can actually move features that you have in your drawing. All you have to do is you just click on something and drag it to move it, or what you could do is you could highlight the whole thing and you can click transform sketch entities, and you could click this arrow to move it up or down, this right arrow to move it back and forth, or you could just go freestyle, click that box, and move it anywhere you want if it doesn't have to be parallel to the x-axis or y-axis. So I'm just going to move mine here. Once you have it in the spot you want, I'm just going to click off of that, and you're good to go. Now, once you're done with your sketch and everything's good, you can click that green check mark like we clicked before, and it'll set your design like this, so it'll turn gray. Now you'll see over here, right, we have our base, and before, right, like we double click to get back into the drawing, you can do the same thing. So if you ever have to get back into a drawing to edit it or change the name or extrude something, which you'll see later, you're able to do that just by clicking or double clicking on the feature that you need to change, and you'll be able to be brought right back into it.